Hello, it is me, it's Shrewboy313, welcome back to Dragon Quest Heroes 2. In the last episode we made it to Ingenia and into the Queen's area? For lack of better phrasing, that sounds gross. This episode we're just going to continue on into Ingenia. Oh, look at that, we get an actual cutscene.
I don't understand. They were supposed to be right here, weren't they? That's what you said, isn't it, Mina?
Yes. The guards are certainly telling me so, but...
Get back!
Hey, how y'all doing, whoever this is?
You move very prettily, my prince.
Your Majesty.
Hey, gal.
You're saying that's her?
How's it going?
Don't you know not to disturb a lady in her chambers? I had hoped to keep you under lock and key until I was quite ready for you.
Your hopes are no concern of the mother. You will tell us of what crime we stand accused.
You think I don't know about your little scheme? You Tunisian double dealers, plotting with your tiresome Harvan friends, forging an alliance in the hope of reducing my beloved realm to ruins.
Homegirl has no top lip,
Your Highness,
even with that lipstick.
Honeyed words will not save you now. You may have stolen into my kingdom in the hope of taking my head, but I am not fool enough to offer it willingly. In you slink, freshly escaped from the dungeons, and expect me to believe you wish me well?
Yeah, why not?
With your lives!
Okay, work. Hey dudes, how's it going? Major Domon, Major Arcana. I nearly said Arcana.
Seek to assassinate our exalted queen. Despicable.
Such ugly specimens. Perhaps they are more beautiful on the inside.
Bit gross if you ask me, but okay. You do what you want, I guess. See, look at this. This was the issue I was having with Teresa. Maybe it's because I was just doing so much damage because no one else was attacking me, but like one of these two just isn't even looking at me. And I will say that is because, like, obviously Terry and Carver were both attacking the other one, but hold on. Well, I mean, it's one spellcaster against another, so here we go. Also, I appreciate that they've both taken... Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I appreciate that they've both taken roughly the same amount of damage as well. Also, I will say, I kind of do want to, like, upgrade Mina's whoosh, but at the same time, I'm not entirely sold, because, like, what if, like, she ends up learning other spells and abilities that are, like, better than whoosh? So then I've just accidentally ended up wasting her skill points. And, like, I don't want to waste them. That's literally it. Right, also this is, I don't know if this is like a boss, or whether these are just like mini bosses, but this is like been, I mean for me, it's been like quite a nice easy fight so far. I haven't done shit. Ow. Okay, see, that's the first time I've even been hit by anything. Right, Arcana's near, well, Arcana is dead. I was about to say nearly dead.
Such beautiful attacks from such ugly assailants. Mesmerizing.
Thanks, Ken. Right, we've got room to heal now. We didn't particularly need to, but I mean, I just wanted to keep us topped up. That was literally it. Because, I mean, while, like, Domo gets Domo'd, it'll give us at least a bit of time just to recover a bit of MP. See, because we got up to 19.
My skills have been found wanting, it seems. I am sorry, Your Majesty.
Rest in peace.
Perhaps I underestimated you. Very well. Let us try something a little more interesting.
Is this that she's gonna get in the fight?
You're worth dancing.
Oh my god, we're gonna fight Maya. Spoiler alert.
Really, Your Majesty? You could give a girl a little more warning.
Hey girl. Ready to fight your own sister? Right, hello, so, I won't lie, I'm doing post-commentary now, because I don't know what it is about Maya in these games. She just has a habit of destroying things for me, I don't know why, but she does. Anyway, like, for the rest of this episode, it's going to be post-commentary, just because it has to be that way, lol. Also, Maya uses this special attack. She turns into a giant dragon, and it almost kills you. You know, it's a solid almost, but not not like a certain kill. But yeah, I decided to cut out most of this fight with Maya just because literally it's just like a lot of the same. Like from what you can see, like me doing here, she turned into that giant dragon. She uses sizz and then like sizzle. And then she does like a cartwheel attack, for lack of a better phrase. And she also does, I think it's called like dancing dragons or something. I don't remember. She does that. There you go. There is the cartwheel. Like literally those attacks and the big dragon, they are all of her attacks. And you know, I just figured it cut out most of the fight because like, why would I need it? Like the weird thing, oh, you can see the Queen of Ingenia saying use my power well. That is when she uses like Maya's coup de grace, the big dragon. What was I saying? The way that I forgot what I was saying already. Oh yeah, even though I'm playing as Mina, there wasn't really any like special interaction between the two of them. Like no real acknowledgement, which was kind of disappointing. But I mean, other than that, yes, Maya somehow destroys my game when I'm trying to record, and I don't know why. And yeah, like I did already mention, the rest of this video is going to be post-commentary, but I mean, luckily enough, I did catch it, and at least everything did manage to record. So there we go. Also, I am just mentioning that it's post-commentary because I have already recorded the next couple of episodes, and the audio kept. So I don't know why it was just this one. Either way, you know, while I've just been ignoring what's going on screen, we're about to kill, well, not kill Maya, but defeat Maya. Let's say that.
Mina, you really should be nicer to your sister.
I could say the same to you.
What's the point?
Maya?
Dragging this out will be nothing but boring for all of us. So just this once, I'm gonna let you win, dear sis.
Ha! Why does it not surprise me that a loyalty bought with baubles should prove worthless?
Ever so sorry, Your Majesty. I'm not usually one to turn down presents, as I'm sure you know. But our father always did so hate to see us fight.
So you too are part of this filthy little conspiracy. Not that I care. If there is one more of you, all the more fuel for the fire. Stop! In the name of the High King! I beg you, do not let anger blind you to reason. Your Majesty, I am Desdemona, sworn Knight of Accordia. My companions and I came to your realm on the orders of the High King. Desdemona. Yes, I have seen you sniffing at his Radiance's heels. So you are the famous lapdog. What a pleasure. Please, Your Majesty, our intentions in coming here are pure. We mean neither to invade your kingdom nor to take your head. You must believe me. The King of Tunisia has been murdered. A sinister figure plots to incite the Seven Realms to war, only to unmask them.
I would also like to point out, like, this skipping during the cutscenes, that's not even my video. Like, the game was just like this.
This sinister figure whom you seek to unmask. Could it be that you suspected me, perhaps?
Do not bother to deny it, my lady. You proved your guilt when you flung us in your dungeon. And your snow-white face cannot hide the blackness of your heart.
Yeah, he's right. If you weren't the one behind all this, why did you lock us all up like that?
And why were your guards all over us the
Will
moment
you two
we...
hold on for just 1 second? If you shut up, maybe the Queen will explain.
You want to know why I had you arrested, not for the reasons you seem to think. If you must know, the invasion, Tunisia's attack on Harbour, came as no surprise. I had known about it for days.
Do you mean that you can see into the future or something?
Not I, but a visitor from the Beastlands. He came seeking an audience. He foretold the attack. Some few days hence, the June after, a peace will be brokered. Needless to say, I dismissed his words as the lies of a fear-mongering charlatan at first. But then, reports began to reach us. Reports of just what he had predicted coming to pass. He left us with the dubious gift of one final prophecy. That Tunisia and Harbour, having made peace, would together seek the destruction of Ingenia.
That's ridiculous!
Now I see. When you heard that the Prince of Tunisia was here, and with a band of warriors in tow, you thought he'd come to take your head, right? Which is why you had us arrested.
Forgive me. If what you have told me is indeed the truth, it would seem that I have allowed myself to be led down a questionable path.
But then, who was this visitor from the Beastlands? And how could he possibly have known what was going to happen between Tunisia and Harbour?
What proof have we that anything Her Honoured Majesty has said is true? Forgive me, but I cannot accept her innocence just yet.
I might say the same to you, my sweet. Very well. We will leave for Accordia right away. The High King will judge the truth of both our tales. But should it prove that neither of us is guilty of deception, I fear for the fate of the Seven Realms. Dark days may lie ahead for each and every one of us. We will go before his radiance. His judgment must be sought without delay.
So, who exactly was the Serum Black, and how did he know what was going to happen? Whoever he was, he made quite an impression on the people of Ingenia. Everyone was talking about him prophesying? Is that the right word? Doom left and right? I don't know. I did not see his face. The hood of his cloak hid it completely. Okay, work. Why did I just sit on that for a while? And though I asked that he be brought to me again when his prophecies began to become true, he was nowhere to be found. I can tell you little more. Come, there is no time for idle chatter. We must go to Accordia and speak with his radiance. I will put my story before him, you will tell him yours, and perhaps some truth can be dragged out of this sorry little affair. That sounds like a wonderful plan, Your Majesty, but before you go, there's the little matter of my reward. Do not try my patience, girl. You have been reunited with your sister. That is more than you deserve. Well, it was worth a try. I suppose I'd better come along with you people then, I haven't got the foggiest what's going on, but if Mina's been hanging around with you, then you can't be all bad. Woo! And then Maya officially joins the party, and we get to hear this joyous little jingle once again that goes on for a weirdly long time. Anyway, Maya the flying fan dancer is a soaring starlet whose aptitude for aerial attacks allows her to hover when she racks up 100 hits or more. Her ability to unleash spells and skills from above and below lets her dance deftly across the battlefield, dealing damage as she goes. Pop off wig. Ooh, now welcome to the section where we get back to Accordia. First I spoke with this lady who said her store wasn't open. Then I spoke to the quest lady twice for some reason, because apparently her saying she didn't have any quests the first time around was enough, or wasn't enough. Either way, the Queen will have arrived already, I suppose. Apparently so, she's waiting for us at the Pinnacle of Peace. So is it time for the High King to decide the truth of her tale? Yes, and he'll want to see our side of things too, don't forget. But it will take them a little time to get ready, so why not look around town while we wait? And that is exactly what I do. Now, for some reason just went around in a circle and just immediately went back to the quest lady who had a few quests. I know for certain I mentioned that I just took care of those quests off screen. Then I spoke with this lady again, and her swap shop is open where you can basically just like swap materials for other materials. And I mean, I just wander around aimlessly for a little bit, I guess. Then there was here, I went to the store man, the weapon store man, then there's a random cut here. Just kidding, there's not. There's fans, there's the random cut, I was kind of right. But then, you know, ooh, the blacksmith, let's go talk to him. He has a thing above his head. Oh, hello, again, you've come at the right time. I've had cracking ideas for new weapons, but haven't the tools to make them. If I had the right tools, I'd be able to show the armourer how to make them so he can sell them at his store. I've left a list of stuff with the quest mistress, and yeah, basically he gives you a quest that once you've completed it, new items become available. Then, I mean, this giant platypunk turned up in this house. He is the mini medal man, you can see from all the mini medals. And I remember doing a horrendous New York accent, because he says, don't be a schmo. You know what I mean, them shiny fancy little doodads you find behind... You know what? I did it in my original recording that didn't take, and apparently I did it again. But basically, the mini medals that you get, you can trade them for things to Maxi Malone, I guess. Right, see. So first up, there was this victory secret. I have no idea what that is. But you can see there's like a few different tabs that I'm pretty sure I'll go through. Yeah, you can buy all sorts of weapons. There's a few really good ones, like down at the bottom, those Metal King ones. Then I looked at the orbs. Specifically, I looked at the sacred one because I considered getting it, and I think I might do at some point. Then you can also buy, like, what is it? Accessories, that's the word. Damn, socket lockets look good. And then you can also, like, buy materials. Then I went and spoke to the accolades lady. She had nothing for me. And then I remember I stood here because I was like, who do I talk to first? So I spoke to the Knight of Renown. He says we need more renown, but he does give us a quest. So we love that. And then I remember for this man we're about to talk to, like, I point out the fact that there's like a hunter mech on the minimap, but just a man stood in front of us, so I was confused about that. But this is literally just the monster suppression man, and you can see there he gives you gold coins for like every milestone that you reach, and once you like finish the quota you get a mini medal. And then you can see we just get given all of this, and then I do end up skipping it, if you watch in a second, because I couldn't be bothered sitting through it all, and we get like 10,000 G, which really isn't all that much if we're being honest. And we also get a mini medal as well. Oh, and we got the Bond Stone, which, if in a second I close this menu, I then opened the regular menu because I remember I was like, what the hell is a bond stone? So I'm like, is it in important items? Is it in accessories? The answer to both of those questions was no. Then I look in ingredients. Apparently it is an ingredient. I do know where you take this. You take it to the martial arts man in the other building because you get party powers. I'll explain them later. But... perfect timing, they're ready for us over at the Pinnacle. Shall we get moving? The Queen's already been waiting a while. Right, and while I run to the Pinnacle, I can explain party powers. Basically, you have a certain number of points, and like, each party power takes up so many points, and then you equip powers using those points. I've not shown them on screen, nor do I show them on screen on the next 2 episodes, but that's what they're for. Okay, let's go into the Pinnacle.
Understand correctly then, a seer clad in black appeared in your realm, having journeyed from the Beastlands to deliver a warning. He told you that Tunisia would wage a brief war against Harbor, only for the 2 realms to then join forces and turn their combined armies against Ingenia. I had heard rumors of some manner of black-robed seer roaming the 7 realms. I rather fancy there might be some truth to your tale.
I had my doubts, of course. At first I thought his prophecy too fanciful to be true. But But then everything came to pass, exactly as he had predicted. And so, I ordered my guards to be on the lookout for foreign invaders.
I see.
But hang on, this man in black, whoever he is, how could he have known for sure that Har and Denizia would suddenly start fighting?
He couldn't. But what if, instead of foreseeing the war, which seems impossible, he orchestrated it? Perhaps he didn't predict the future at all. Perhaps he encouraged it to happen.
We cannot know for certain if this is the case. But I think it's safe to surmise that this war was indeed his doing. As for Ingenia's embroilment in the hostilities, I dare say the same is also true.
But why would anyone do that?
I don't know. Or care. All that matters to me is that this so-called prophet may know who killed my father. Perhaps he even did it himself.
Prince Cesar, I would ask you not to jump to conclusions. After all, there are still many things that we do not know.
For the time being, Your Radiance, would you not agree that finding this man in black must be our first priority?
Indeed. Lady Desdemona, pray take your young companions and journey to the Beastlands. You must visit all three realms, Alakazam, Cadaver, and Claw, and speak with their respective monarchs. Perhaps they will know something of this seer.
Sire.
Forgive me, Your Radiance! Lady Desdemona!
What is it? Has something happened?
Yes, milady. We have just received an urgent report. Armies of Alakazam have invaded the realms of Cadaver and Claw.
What?
They've taken over the whole of the Beastlands. What's going on?
Goddess, what on earth is happening to our world?
Goodness me, out of the frying pan and into the fire, eh? I can't believe Alakazam would attack Claw and Cadaver. What's going on in the Beastlands? How about keeping things simple for those of us unacquainted with all these silly names? To start with, what are the Beastlands? The Beastlands are the three kingdoms north of Accordia: Alakazam, Claw and Cadaver. The conditions up there are a little too harsh for humans, that's why only monsters live there. Nothing but critters up that way, huh? Sounds a little rough and ready. Not as much as you might think. The kings of the Beastlands are wise and fair. Things are pretty peaceful usually. Anyway, we should do as his Radiance says and head up there. We need to find out what's been going on. Alright, I'm itching for another adventure. Wait, the cards are telling me of a terrible battle ahead. We must take care to prepare ourselves before we set off. Alright, let's take some time to get ready then. We'll meet at the northwestern gate when it's time to set off. Oh, hold on. One moment, there's something I wish to say. You were falsely accused and imprisoned at my hand. I owe you an apology. I hope that this may go some way to making amends. And she gives us a pep stone. Whee! Do I remember what that does? Absolutely not. It sent a jolt right through me. What is this thing? It's called a pep stone and it'll focus the fire within you and drive your tension to even higher heights. And then I'm pretty sure I just like scooped over like whatever she was saying. So I was like, ooh, more tension. But also the gateway between the Lumberlands and Denizia is open. Wow, then I did a random cut to me running away from the Pinnacle of Peace back into town. Anyway, thank goodness the misunderstanding with the Queen is cleared up. I'm still worried about there being a war though. Because of the prophecy, you mean? Come to think of it, how did the last war start? The one 1,000 years ago? It all began with the brothers who ruled our world in those days. That's why we know it as the War of Kings. The sovereign twins from the prophecy. Indeed, Fractos and Unos. They ruled over the world in harmony for many years. Alas, Fractos gave in to the temptation of the dark arts and sought to claim the world for himself. He placed a curse on the cup of kings, from whose goodness flowed the light of harmony, and caused it to bubble with blackness instead. That was a lot of words that, you know, didn't need to be that big and that big. Anyway, Unos gave his life to seal Fractos and his blight away. Control of the world passed to 7 sages who founded the 7 realms. And now the future of those realms is threatened by war once more. Then we've got to do whatever we can to stop things from reaching the point of no return. Leave everything to us, we'll get to the bottom of this, whatever's going on in the Beastlands, if it's the last thing we do. Work. And then I'll just start wandering around, you know, Accordia. I'm looking at the gates, I have no idea what I was saying. I remember pointing out that the quest lady had new quests. Clearly I was talking about greener pastures and Tunisia there, but I have no idea what I was saying. Right, and then that's where we needed to head, obviously. But like, I'm just wandering around, what was I even on about? Either way, I mean, we spoke to this lady who had an exclamation point above her head. Is something the matter? I don't mean to pry, but you look like you've got a lot on your mind. Oh, well, it's my husband, you see. He's going away to far-flung shores to sell his wares. And it's our anniversary the day he leaves, so I want to make him a lovely packed lunch to take, full of all of his favourite things. Well, that's a grand idea altogether. There's no better way to a fella's heart than through his stomach after all. But you don't understand, I won't be able to make it in time. I can't find any of the ingredients I need. Oh, this is a disaster. So that's why she's so down in the dumps, eh? Poor woman. Ah, don't be getting yourself upset. Would you be willing to let ourselves have a hunt for those ingredients you're after? You do that for me? Well, if it's not too much to ask, I'd be ever so grateful. Sure, and it's no problem at all. We can't be letting these plans of yours come to nothing now, can we? Awkward pause. Thank you, you're so kind. Yeah, there was a new quest. This ended up being 2 quests, but like, nothing all that exciting came of either of them. So like, I remembered I just ended up doing them both off screen. But then I think I finished up this episode by talking to the quest lady and like taking all of the quests that were there. I know I was just like rambling on about something, but what that something was, I don't remember. It might have just been the case that like I did all of the quests off screen. Did I go? Oh no, that's the end of the episode. Oopsie! Well, this was a mess. I promise the next 2 won't be a mess and we can only pray for later, so see you then. Yeah, so this episode was a mess. I do apologise for that. Like I said, it was for some reason like my microphone just didn't record audio and I have no idea why. But I mean, like I said, the next 2 episodes recorded absolutely fine. As of me editing this, I haven't recorded anything beyond those 2 episodes. Hopefully it'll all work out, and not the next episode, but the episode after is also a mess, but for a different reason, so hope you all enjoy that. Bye!